Now, the Princess of Wales is reportedly doing well after undergoing successful abdominal surgery. She's expected to remain in hospital for up to 14 days before continuing her recovery at home.
Well, this comes as King Charles prepares to be treated for an enlarged prostate next week. Buckingham Palace says the condition is benign. Well,
let's speak now to royal correspondent and writer Michael Cole, who joins us for more on this. Good morning to you, Michael. And we had two significant news updates, didn't we, in very quick succession yesterday. It's quite worrying news for both of them, isn't it?
Absolutely. Good morning, Isabel. Good morning, Stephen. I was with you yesterday at 2:00, about to go on air to discuss a completely different subject, when the story broke that Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales was in hospital and had undergone what must have been quite extensive surgery, because, make no mistake, this is not a minor matter. The only good thing you can say is that it wasn't an emergency, it was a planned procedure, and she went in and that it had been successful. And then within an hour, we heard about the King going in at some future moment for prostate enlargement procedure to presumably tighten that and make sure that he's fit for his job and his responsibilities. I think we can start this morning by wishing them both well, but particularly the Princess after her second night in hospital at the London clinic at the top end of Harley Street there. And I'm quite sure that later in the day, her husband, Prince William, will be there to visit her. He was with her at the time of the operation, and he has made it quite clear that he's going to cancel a lot of his program in order to be there for, not just for her, for her children. Because, of course, she's a well-known public personality. We know her. But she's also a mother, a wife, a daughter, and a sister. And I'm sure our hearts go out to her, because quite clearly this is not something trivial. It is something quite serious. What it is, I think we will be told in due course. And in the meantime, I would prefer not to speculate, because she's a...
Look, I think that's a fair point. And look, we'd need to know that we'd expect a statement, because she's going to be in hospital for a couple of weeks. So that's something significant. I'm rather surprised that we've heard about the King's condition, because he's not in hospital yet. And if he, when he does go in, it's a standard procedure. Why are we getting so much information on this?
Perhaps, Stephen, it's a very good point you're making, but perhaps they've learned a little bit from the politicians, getting all the bad news out on the same day, if you will, so we don't have a double whammy. It comes out together. And I tell you what I do think. I think that Kensington Palace did extremely well yesterday, because it put out a more candid bulletin than I would have thought. It went into greater detail. It didn't tell us everything. We're not entitled to know everything, but we are entitled to know, because we are all loyal subjects, and this is an important development. And I think the fact that they did do that shows that they've learned a lot of lessons. And I think also the Buckingham Palace is to be commended by making it clear from the outset that the condition that the King is undergoing is benign. In other words, is not cancerous, because were it cancerous, the prostate gland would have to be removed. And also, we know that from a briefing that cancer is not involved with whatever is ailing at the moment the Princess of Wales. So I think they have learned some lessons over the years. You don't want rumour, you don't want speculation, you don't want scare stories, and I think they've been as candid as they can be, and for that, they're to be commended.
Michael Cole, thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, we wish them well.
Yeah, we
do wish them well.
It did strike me, actually, with both of those updates yesterday, very quick success, only 45 minutes between both of those statements, was, as you said, how open it was and how much information we were given. If you think back to the late Queen, never would have revealed why she was in hospital.
I think it's a bit much.
Do you?
If I'm honest. For the King, I do. I mean, that's quite a personal thing, isn't it? As you said, he's got to have a procedure. or something, but I'd leave it
And
at
the
that.
rumour mill starts, doesn't it? People assume it's a lot worse than it is.
I suppose, but poor fella.
I know.
I want everyone to know that that's going on.
Yeah. But apparently he wanted to make that point because he wants to raise awareness, which is quite
Well,
nice, isn't it?
That if that has been the case, then that's really quite something.
That's what I was reading this morning.
Because it is a very personal thing to have released that you've got a prostate issue. So for if he's wanting to raise awareness, good on you, sir, for that.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest.
Should be applauded for that, really. But